That's unfortunate, Buckus. I'd probably recommend if you're streaming for a hobby,
Yes.
just to work on your show. But if you're streaming to succeed, I don't recommend streaming to 0 viewers. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We're going to bank that. I think I might use this. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Okay. Revolver says, what would I do then? So we've talked many times about this in the past, but what I recommend is if there's two different ways to stream. There is hobby streaming, in which case you're just streaming to have fun. You're streaming because you like to do it. Maybe you're streaming to a couple friends. Not a big deal. You don't have to worry about your numbers. Whatever. That's honestly what I recommend for most people to start streaming. See if you like it. See how it feels to you. Do that first. However, there may come a point where you say, okay, I want to make streaming my career. I want to make streaming something that I can do to support me. And in that case, you need to start approaching streaming differently. Like getting very comfortable with your metrics, not hiding your numbers, starting to teach yourself where to... You have to start really fundamentally organizing where you get your stress from and where you're going to use that stress to incorporate improvement in yourself. And the reason I say never stream to 0 viewers is because if you turn on your stream and you want to succeed and you have 0 viewers, what that tells me is that you have a lot more groundwork and foundational things that you need to work on before you start streaming. If no one that streams to 0 viewers is going to really get anywhere on Twitch. That's just how Twitch functions. What you need to do is you need to make it so you have something to offer. It's fun to watch. That starts a snowball rolling down a hill. So, for instance, what I did, or a good thing to do, is start doing out of stream networking. So start putting your best moments on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts. Start diversifying. Make it so whenever you're playing a game, contact the devs. Tell them, hey, I'm going to be streaming your game. Do you have any opportunities? Start going to the forums of the dev team. Respectfully check the rules and then start promoting yourself if you can. Find the Reddits and the communities of those games. Check the rules to make sure it's acceptable, and then promote yourself, sell yourself. So the big thing about streaming is that there is a huge amount of work you can do to succeed on Twitch that has absolutely nothing to do with streaming on Twitch. It is not streaming on Twitch. And learning how to lay that groundwork and do the work to start that is what separates a streamer who is going somewhere from a streamer who might get somewhere if they get lucky. And just for the record,
good.
I'm kind of uniquely qualified to talk about this. And that's because when I started streaming, I did just get lucky. I didn't understand why I was succeeding. At the end of my first week on Twitch, I had hundreds of viewers. I thought I beat Twitch. I thought it was easy. And I spent the next 3 months having my viewership be pretty much less than the day before it, until I finally got down to the point where I was streaming my favorite game for 14 hours to less than 30 people, and I had less followers when I ended than when I started. And it was at that point that I said I have to basically completely redesign. I have to fundamentally redesign how I function on Twitch if I wanted to succeed. And that's when I started building scripts to research like who was doing what. I started tracking trends. I started looking for niches, and over the course of about 2 weeks, I fundamentally reinvented my channel. And it's only because I did that I got successful on this platform. If I had just counted on getting lucky, then I would have failed like all the other people that just count on getting lucky. Yep. So it's that kind of situation. So all this stuff that I say these days, is because that's what I did that worked. Yep. So it's one of the reasons I try to tell people, like, it's the best way to do it. And for the record, of course, I did this 12 years ago. But a lot of what I'm saying is exactly what you would do today. It's just now you have to find what would work in today's world. So for me, when I started, there was almost no one streaming at 8 a.m. ET. There was almost no one treating streaming like a business. There were almost no safe for work streamers. When I started, there were no high emotes. We had one of the first high emotes on Twitch. We had one of the first mod love emotes on Twitch. So like it's the kind of thing where you look and see what's missing, and then you fill those gaps. And that's what we've been doing for 12 years, and we're still doing it. I mean, whenever you like say something in chat. All of that. That's the kind of stuff all this stuff is. So like that's like you get in that mindset and you keep going and you keep going. So but yeah, that's it's all the same thing. It all comes from the same place. It all comes from the same place.
To kill for.
And that's why I tell people, like, I know a lot of you are just as driven as I am. I know a lot of you guys are a lot smarter than I am. A lot of you guys are far more entertaining than I'll ever be. So I feel like if you have the same mindset, you could get arguably a lot further than I did. Just got to figure out how to approach it that works the best for you, and that most importantly doesn't waste your time. There is nothing sadder to me than hearing streamers that have been streaming for years and years and years to like single-digit viewers, and then they say things like, I gave it my best shot, or I guess I just didn't get lucky. And it's just like, dude, you keep doing the same thing over and over. You keep getting the exact same results. You've been doing it for 5 years. Like, what did you think was like? It's just sad. It's just unfortunate, man. It's just like that. You're spinning your wheels. Like that's not gonna work. You gotta shake it up. You gotta analyze. You gotta change. You gotta adapt. You gotta keep moving forward. You can't just like try something and then just be like, I'm just gonna keep trying this until it works. No, don't do that. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go kill this other guardian and stop talking. I'm yapping too much. Too much yappery, chat. Too much yappery. I love that I said too much yappery, and that's the last thing the non-subs heard before the ad started playing. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Well, I guess now they don't have to hear me yap. That's good, right? Yeah. Far less yappery afoot. Anyway, ads are running. So we're going to chill for a minute. Just do mundane things. This whole stream is really just mundane things. Boop. Zilzin, I'm sorry to hear, man. That's unfortunate.
My buddy was like that. Just tried the same and complained he didn't get lucky. I even found a VOD of you explaining what you did and going over it, and recommended he looked at it and took some advice. He did none of that and ended up streaming because he blamed it on just luck.
And you know, it's the most unfortunate part. The most unfortunate part is when that happens to people and they fundamentally have no idea why. Because the part that's worse about that is if you fail and you don't have a true understanding of why it happened, you're going to blame yourself a lot of times. And yeah, absolutely, they're at fault for not adapting, but they're not at fault for necessarily being unentertaining or not being good at what they're doing or things like that. And that creates like all sorts of just totally unnecessary things. I guess I have to kill the last guy So you have to kill all 3 when the map is new, I guess. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, that's just, it's really unfortunate, dude. It sucks so much. I've seen really good, smart, talented people just like have horrible, depressive episodes over that kind of thing. Dude, this thing is a beast. Am I just, like, starting to hit significantly less?
I cannot carry this.
I'm noticing there's been a few enemies now that we're just tickling. Most enemies are falling pretty quick, but... Hey, Meeple, what's up, buddy? Oh, Blorp Blorp. Yeah, I should say, I'm saying a lot of stuff about streaming, but at the same time, I mean, all of this applies to other fields, too. Yeah, it's just kind of general advice. Yeah, I know we already killed this guy. Did one of those dudes drop something and I just didn't pick it up? Is that what's going on? Nice. Oh no, enter the black core. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. Do you have your main skill 4 linked at least? I do. But it's kind of defensive. So with Fist of War, am I supposed to be doing like a sunder and then a smash and a sunder and then a smash? Wait. Supports slam skills. Oh, no. No, it's normal. No, I can just keep doing this. Okay, I think it's fine. Support slam skills, providing a powerful boost when they're used with a delay before they can be boosted again. Where am I seeing that skill? Or am I? Do I see that anywhere? 2.39 seconds. Okay. Interesting. It's a red circle around the icon of the skill. Oh. Interesting. Thank you. Okay. Cool. It's right there. You can actually see it around the skill.
In this moment, you and I will create the most beautiful of nightmares together. Creation? Rather the realm of the gods, isn't it? Bow your head to your one true god.
Now, Exile!
Boom.
Fight!
Now, Exile!
Sorry, girl.
This is what I get for trying to be a bloody hero.
Yep.
I was so sure that I was creating a prouder world, and I thought the Cardo would be beneath such a future. I was wrong. Leave me, Marauder. I've got some explaining to do to my ancestors. You go and honor Malachai's head with a place on your belt.
I think what's happening
your
is if you spam the
ancestors
skill, you
forgive you,
lose damage.
I don't think so. No, I don't think. I think I can spam it. It's just every 2.4 seconds it does more. Yeah, there's no downside to spamming it.
Let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm always happy to double check that stuff. Real talk. PoE is big and complicated, and one line missed on a skill can mean everything. So I am happy to double check that stuff. Happy to.
Accept the gift of immortality.
Nope.
Nightmare is why
Nope.
you're so in love with death.
Because it's cute and it's got a nice butt.
I cannot carry this.
Okay. I love this animation.
Do you hear me, Kitava? Your slaves are dead, and your kingdom dies with them. You are the father of corruption no more.
Okay. Slayer says there's a chance that you're missing. Check your hit rate in stat sheet. Also, Sunder loses its waves if you attack before they all go off. You can only have one wave happening. So tell me something, Slayer. If I'm understanding this properly, because I have this, your hits can't be evaded, but never deal critical strikes. This means I should be hitting all the time, right? Like, I don't think that's a factor. Yeah, okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Could they be blocking? Oh. Maybe? I don't know.
I am proud.
Oh, 1 second.
Hi Cohh, if I may ask. I've been streaming for 5 months, playing mostly MMOs, and I've built up nearly 500 followers and a 25 to 30 viewer average. But
Nice.
in the last 1,5 months, I'm hitting a brick wall. I'm very much a SFW streamer, and most people seem to watch me for very personal contact with chat, chill vibes and passionate game commentary. I've done my research and worked on my channel a lot, but my community doesn't take well to variety and I just can't push through. Any ideas?
Okay, first of all, everyone give Goodnights TV a follow, so maybe we'll give him a little help there. Second of all, so here's the thing. You are dealing with something that is very tough. And I think you're dealing with it and maybe not understanding that you're dealing with it.
Until next time.
You are transitioning content types. And I had to do that in the first couple years of my career, and it was incredibly difficult. I generally recommend before diving into variety that you build up a very sizable base, like multiple low hundreds, that will kind of follow you anywhere. You can do that by continuing playing MMOs that you enjoy and finding games that your audience kind of likes while you build that rock hard community. So what you're doing is hard. And it's not and a lot of people try that and fail it. That's where a lot of streamers fail. Is what they'll do is they'll have a lot of success with like a single big game, and then they'll try to go do other things, but because they weren't really prepared for that, their community just slowly atrophies over time until they're streaming to like nearly nobody. Even though and if they go back and stream that other game, they'll probably have crazy high success. But the problem is, and this happened to like a lot of GTA streamers, it's happening right now to some GTA streamers, where you get into this rut where the only game that will get you views is a certain game or certain type of game, and you don't want to play that game anymore. And that's horrible. So what I would say is, when you make the jump from MMO to variety, I would do it in a way where you are making that process gradual. You are managing the expectations of your community, and you are doing kind of like a butterfly metamorphosis when going through metamorphosis. Like, you need to bring your community along with that. And that's hard. It's hard, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of communication. You probably need to bring in some people to help you with it. But it's that kind of thing. Like what you're doing, transitioning from single content to variety content, is one of the hardest things you can do as a smaller streamer on Twitch. And the best thing I can say is the way that I got through it was experimenting, trying lots of different things. My mod team helped me extensively, especially with the communication aspects. And another big thing that helped me is shaking it up. So play your main game in the morning and then do variety in the afternoon. And it may take you a year of doing that, but that way you'll at least have like this cornerstone that's always bringing new people into your community. During those streams, you're talking to them and telling them, hey, I'm doing variety in the afternoon. Come on back if you want to see something else. But at the same time, you're giving your main audience all the meat they need to stick around and enjoy the stream. While you're doing that, diversify, and kind of keep moving through that. So anyway, that's my advice. There you go. Good luck.
I felt it. I'm sure your ancestor.
Oh yeah. Also, if you're wanting like a big influx of new viewers quickly, if you have a really nice butt, if you do like hot tub streams and things like that, you can go far. But again, you want a nice derriere for that. Don't go into that with some flabby thing. You need like, remember earlier that rock hard thing? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Anyway, let's go up Chur.
What?
Oh, there's brutality. Do we want brutality? I think we already have brutality. Okay. Overexertion. We also have. No, we don't. I'm going to sub out Fortify for overexertion. Because I don't like to live.
Right to go.
Nope.
I have.
Don't like it. I hate it. Yep. Just hate it. Where are we going next? Ooh, we're going over to here. Ooh, yes we are. We're going right over there. Now, do I go this way or I do go this way? Recover 15% of life when you use a war cry? What? Good nights. Absolutely. My pleasure. Good luck.
Thanks a bunch, Cohh. You've been a great inspiration.
Good luck, good luck. Somebody earlier said, why don't you set up a charged course at a charged website? Because I'm never going to charge you for this information. I don't believe in stream coaching and things of that nature unless it's a direct to that person. And even then, I honestly think it's honestly a waste of money. Everything that I talk about with streaming is stuff I'm happy to give for free, and most importantly is already available for free on the internet. Streaming is a dream, and I don't want to profit off people trying that dream. That's the kind of thing that wouldn't make me sleep well. So I will never charge for that kind of advice. I have no plans to ever charge for that advice. Yeah. It's one of the reasons I'm happy to talk about it when I do, like I do.
Applause, please.
What item filter am I using? Never sing.